We're here at the NRA Whittington Center in Raton, New Mexico at our annual Long Range University and Antelope hunt. I've got a tag in the pocket. So I'm shooting a Gunwerks climber chambered in 6.5 PRC. I have these new Hornady A-tip bullets that we just got our hands on. Loaded a few of these up the night before we headed out. These new A-tips from Hornady are a match bullet that they've just released. I've got some 135 grain 6.5 millimeter bullets loaded up for the 6.5 PRC. We've got a lot of guys wondering and asking, can these be used for hunting? We've done some asking around, a little bit of preliminary testing at the range, and we feel like this is likely a viable hunting bullet. But we need to get out in the field and put a few through some animals to confirm that we're confident in that bullet. This is kind of that second stage of testing. So we're gonna load a few up, get a few out in the field, and hopefully knock over a few antelope, see how they do. Don't have any data on these, so we're going to run these through a chronograph. We run a magneto speed. It's really nice and handy while we're here on the road to get a muzzle velocity first and foremost. After we get a muzzle velocity, then we're going to zero this rifle with this particular load, and then we're going to start running it out to range and do some data validation. Two more. Well, we've got a few rounds through the chronograph now. I'm showing an average velocity of 30-33. So what we're going to do is take that muzzle velocity, we'll plug it into our Hornady 4DOF app and into our BR2500 rangefinder. From there, we'll walk it out to distance and verify that what we have in the ballistic calculator is matching real-world data. We're going to pull up our Hornady 4DOF app and build a profile there. So I'm going to pull up, I've got one started here. We're going to choose that Hornady 6.5 millimeter 135 grain A-tip for our bullet. I've got some load data or some data already input for this rifle. So for muzzle velocity, we've got an average of 30-33. So I'm going to put in 30-33. We're zeroed at 100 yards. Sight height's 1.85 and our barrel twist is 7.5. So I'm going to save that into that profile. Going to make sure that we've got our environmentals all set up. We're at about 6,500 feet. It sets pressure based on our altitude, and our temperature right now is about 85 degrees, low humidity. So we're going to save that up. And from there, we have at least a theoretical ballistic profile for this load. Now what we're going to do is walk that out to range and verify that our drops are lining up with what our app is telling us. And then we'll be ready to hit the field. So one more thing to keep in mind is with that magneto speed hanging on the end of our barrel, it's going to move our point of impact. And so I'm going to need to make sure that I verify or re-zero without that on before I start stretching it out, or all my data is going to be off. Well, it looks like our zero's good, so now we're going to go ahead and walk it out to distance, see how it does. So to do that, we've got a target at 1050, so I'm going to go ahead and plug that into the profile that we just built for the Hornady app, and let's go ahead and see how it does. So for 1050, it's giving me 6.65 mils. Down to 6.6, and for wind, let's give it a 5 mile per hour wind. We've got about a 0.5 mil wind hold. Let's go ahead and give that a shot.
Right target, 3/4 mil.
Yeah, 6.4 mils. Fire in the hole.
Impact.
Impact, that looks good. I think we're ready to go kill some goats. Well, we've got a couple antelope way out here by this windmill, but they're 2 miles away. A long ways out. I'm not seeing any horns yet.
There's where we were last year. Around the same time. Well, Carrie got hers, yeah, pretty much like first hour. Yeah.
For him to turn a little.
Okay. What am I holding?
It's just about there. Yep. He's gonna turn here.
10.5 left, all right? Okay. Wait for him to turn.
The doe's walking to him on the right, correct? Say when, Phil.
$840, I got it, $840, 17.25.
Good.
I want you to hold just slightly above, but center. Right behind his 2 front legs there. There it is. There it is. Nailed him. Man.
Thank you, buddy. Love it. Thanks, man. Appreciate
That
it.
was a great shot. 840. Beauty. Dude.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot. Thank you. Thanks, brother. Thank you, man.
All right, towards yourself. Look at this. This is a perfect shot.
His 2 front legs there. Boom. There it is.
Oh, wow.
Watch him.
You know, I was hoping for something around 6, but I'll take 840. No doubt. It was fun. These guys were awesome. Great calls. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Nice goat.
He's a beauty. Thank you, gentlemen, very much. Well, started out, saw one that we liked, but he took off, and then we saw this one, and got close enough. I was looking for something hopefully around 600, and these guys made some great calls, and we got him at 840. Been working on fundamentals, working on a lot of shooting skills and zeroing in the rifle, but mostly just a lot of skill work, and Phil's done a great job. Actually, everybody at Gunwerks has been doing an awesome job. It's been a lot of fun.
You want to do some of that?
Look at the mass all the way up through there.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's a nice looking goat. He's got some good character. Carries his mass well. He's got some decent diggers. You got to be proud of that one.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it very much.
First antelope.
Yes, first antelope.
First Gunwerks antelope. Northern New Mexico. See if you hold them like that.
Right there.
And then you typically don't block the horns too much.
All right, Brian. Raise his head up just a little bit more. So textbook shot placement. Good shot, good trigger press.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it very much. Thank you.
You got a nice, textbook shot right up above on the shoulders, right where I wanted you to have him. So clean kill.
Beauty.
Especially after he took the hit and went straight down. So good job.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, man.
Awesome.
So we spotted a real nice goat on the other side of this mountain hill here, and we're gonna put a stalk on him. We're gonna go up over the top, see if we can get an eyeball on him, see if we can get Landon set up and put a shot on him. So it's a little hot, so we're gonna try to get in there before it gets any hotter.
It's warming up. But
Yeah.
he should be right over this hillside, so we should be able to peek up over this little peak here. Should be, if he hasn't moved, should be right hanging out right there. So shooting my Climber 6.5 PRC, and we're putting the new Hornady A-tip bullets to the test. I've been doing some ballistic testing and running them on steel lately, ready to put them into an animal and see how they do.
So here, it's 10:30. Got Brian's tag fulfilled. Now we're getting Landon's done. Freaking hot. I gotta climb up this hill. Should be a good day though.
He's gonna be right over that rise. Yeah, look, take a look. He looks pretty tall. We got a real nice tall buck right over the top of the edge of the hill here. Guess we'll get set up for a shot here, see what we can do.
Dial up. Your 10 mile an hour wind call. It's 1.
Okay. What do you feel about wind, Phil? Just give it a straight 10. Okay. Just won't stop. Too far to range? That was exactly my fear.
Well, we put a good stalk on him. Got close. Got a little jittery. Got out of range. But we see where he's gone, and we'll go eat some lunch. And we'll come back and put another stalk on him.
Yeah, these things have a mind of their own, but we know where he's going. So
Yeah.
we'll be back.
We got some good optics.
Yeah.
We can almost see as good as he can.
Right? Yeah, almost.
Maybe not quite. And I know none of us are fast as he is.
All right, that's true. Way out there. They're a long way out. Okay, so there's one off on the right, looks decent. He's sitting back watching. There's a couple off to the right.
There's a buck straight out there.
One with that group feeding, couple. Okay, ooh, there's a good goat there. That one's chasing every other antelope off the herd.
I'm just wondering if there's a way for us to get out. I don't know if there's a way to get out around that.
Man, you're a mile in the open from
No, but if we
Any
came up
direction.
over that backside, I don't know if we can get over there though.
I mean, how far are
There's
they?
got to be a way to get to them cows
Yeah.
over there.
I mean, we could walk, but it's a ways. Well, we've got a group of antelope over here, but it's so flat it's hard to get close. So those cows are 700. Those cows are 750, and he's well past them, so we gotta cover some more ground. Make it range.
$690, 3.4.
Okay, that's what I'm getting. 3.4. Okay, I think I've got a clear shot. Yep. Okay. Stop. 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 Talk.
He's stumbling. He's down. He's down.
Where we got the fence.
Good job. He's down there.
Wow. That was a little bit intense, wasn't it? Oh man. Whew. That worked. It's like the bullet did a good job on him. I mean,
say.
he hunched up, right?
Yeah.
Maybe walked, what did he walk? 20, 30 yards, tipped over. Yeah, it's so flat out here that you can have direct line of sight on a buck when you're standing, but you've got to cover 800 yards maybe to gain maybe a foot of elevation to where you can lay prone high enough to shoot. This is where a tripod would have come in very, very handy, right? We could have sat right there and shot him right off the tripod and not even have to worry about it. But of course, I'm unprepared. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah.
Whew. I'm shaking a little bit. I usually don't get too jittery, but I'm shaking.
good shot.
I'm excited.
That was an excellent shot.
We passed up a few bucks. Yeah. had a little bit of questioning whether I should be passing up so many bucks, but we still got some light up, so some sun up, so we're good to go.
Excellent.
I'm still shaking, but yeah, I'm excited.
It was like 680,
Oh, it was 680.
700, right
Yeah.
in there, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he walked off to the right, and then he came right back to the fence, and he just gave you a perfect broadside
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah, I mean, he was back and forth. He's been playing cat and mouse with this other buck, and so he chased the other buck out of his territory onto the other side of the fence, and he's been standing nose to fence, keeping this buck out of his territory for the last hour while we kind of made the stalk on him and got in to kill him. So that was fun.
Seen a lot of
It was
antelope
exciting.
today.
We've seen a lot of critters. Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of them from
Thanks.
very far away.
Yeah, right. Well, thanks for your patience, guys, and thanks for your help. I'm excited to get up there and get my hands on him.
Amen.
That bullet did the trick.
Oh, yeah.
Looks all right, huh? Got some decent mass. Definitely chasing all the other goats off.
There's no ground shrinkage on him. Holy
That's
moly.
a good looking buck, ain't he? Not bad. I love how all these bucks up here get this little knob. It's like it must be a genetic thing or something. He's got good cutters, good mass all the way up. Look at that hook.
We're going to have to put the tape on him.
Yeah, yeah. So I could see a lot of that mass coming up all the way high, right?
Yeah.
Those cutters up high. I didn't really get a good look at his cutters, how good they were, but I could see mass all the way up to here for sure. So I felt like he was one of the better goats we've seen. I'm definitely happy with that for sure.
Oh, yeah.
He's got more of a heart shape than most of these out here that we see. It seems like a lot of them. I'm very happy with that. Thank you so much. Thanks for your patience. It paid off, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
At the bullet right there. That's the entrance, right?
Right.
Well, we'll flip him over and see what that bullet did. I'm really excited to get in there. Hopefully we can recover it. Nope, we won't. But man, it made a good exit wound.
Ooh. Yeah.
Did damage, didn't it? So just under 700 yards with that new Hornady A-tip. That's a 135 grain, 6.5 millimeter bullet. Muzzle velocity is 3,033. We'll pull up my ballistic app. I'm really interested to see what that actual velocity on impact was, but clearly that bullet expanded and did a really good job on him. Yeah.
Put him down hard.
Just exactly what you want, right? Good penetration. Very nice. Well, thanks, guys.
Oh, he's a beautiful goat. I'm glad you withheld.
Yeah, it was hard. There was some pressure, I'm not gonna lie. I felt like a jerk, but.
Perfect. Perfect. Landon, that is a really nice.
Thank you, thank you. I'm excited.
The more I look at him, boy, I'm just
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, I couldn't be happier.
15?
15 and a quarter.
Yeah. Ahead.
Dang. Buddy, that's a nice goat.